Okay, so someone asked a question about avatars, and he's creating them right now, and he came across a struggle that is really interesting. So when we're creating avatars, which is basically a fictitious person who is our target market. So this avatar is a person who represents our target market, okay? You can have up to like 3 avatars, okay? And so one of his avatars, as he was naming the profile of this person, describing him as a small business owner, there were some discrepancies with how small business owners actually behave and think. So here's how to make an avatar to make sure you're doing it correctly and not just based off of our mind. It can't be based off of our own ideas, but it has to be based on research. So what I would suggest is scrolling through your social media, pick one platform and choose someone who you feel would be your ideal client. And when you look at their profile, just choose that person and just start observing. Start observing the words that are used in their profiles, where they work, and then compare them to other people in your network. And just kind of like, if you have to take a screenshot of the people you're comparing in your social network, and just note the differences. So for example, Donald was using at least three different avatars. And one of them was a female, Emmy, one was Elliot. And they're all business owners, but business owners is not a niche. Okay, so a niche is like a specific realm, a specific topic, or a category, just like in music, right? There's different genres. Well, a niche is basically a genre for business, okay? So when you're choosing an avatar, you have to be very as specific as possible. So Donald's focusing on the cannabis niche, okay? Well, great, that's a huge niche. So let's narrow it down a little more. What kind of cannabis are they selling? Is it the health and wellness sector? Is it recreational, or is it for mental health? So those are 3 categories you have in that one niche. Do you see what I'm saying? So be very specific. That's the first thing you have to know about avatars. The second is when it comes to personality, it's really important to understand people, how they think and how they feel, by observing them. So you can do market research, as I said, just by observing them. You don't have to interview people. Just see how they behave, see how they speak, and it's not about having them down to a T, and telling stories about them. It's just important to understand how that person will relate to your brand. So it's not just when you create an avatar, you're not making something up. You know your brand first, and then you say, okay, so if I were to sell to this person, what objections would they have about my brand? And based on their personality, you can say, for example, this person in the cannabis industry who has a business in the health and wellness sector, they're probably wanting to work with someone, they're most probably concerned about the impact or the quality of their products, right? And if they're concerned about the quality of their products versus the profit, that's going to be a very different kind of personality than someone who is mainly profit driven. And these are actually 2 real personalities in the cannabis industry. I used to network in California, and these were 2 common things that I found everywhere I went. You have the people in cannabis who are very driven by money and don't care about quality. And then you have people who really want to have a really great product. So again, you have to know their driving factor. Okay, what are their values? And then here's the key. The best way to make avatars and to choose your target audience is you have to have people who have the same values as you. So the most important thing, Donald, is when you make your avatars, they should all resemble yourself, resemble your brand. So what are the core values of your brand? And if these people seem to be driven by the same things as you, if they want the same things, not saying that they have the same vision or the same goals, but if they have the same core values, then that's a good avatar. You want to create avatars who you want to work with, okay? Because then when your content is not getting results, when people aren't buying from you, it means that somewhere in your marketing, you're actually talking to people who don't match your avatars. You're talking to people who are less than ideal, people you want to work with. So Donald, does that help? I see you're watching, Donald. That was a breakthrough, an overview, because I'm gonna share this video. Sorry for the background noise.
Thank you.
Donald, I don't see you commenting, but I hope this helps. So I would suggest just going back and when you make the profiles and the avatars, don't be so much in your head. Don't be so much in your head. I feel like you're trying to really kind of create whole stories for these people. You're welcome. Yeah, use your true data, your true facts from your LinkedIn network, because and I have 2 resources for this: the audience map and the empathy cheat sheet. So go back to those. All right. Looking forward to your questions about avatars. Thanks for watching.